Good morning, this is Jack from Charting Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Thursday, the 23rd of October. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. Let's have a look at I did a post yesterday. Everyone should read it. And I was talking about the way the outlook had been darkening over the last few days. First thing we did, after breaking down from this double top, we then broke and currently look as though we are converting the weekly middle band to resistance. That's a problem. We're also getting pretty close to the 50 week moving average. Now, this has been broken slightly a couple of times, once here, intra-week, since in the last few months. But tends to be pretty good support. And the question is, what happens here if that breaks? Now, I would note that at the end of the last bull market, the 50-week moving average, when that broke at the end of it, that was pretty much it. So I am wondering if we break and convert the 50 DMA, which we may well do if we get down to the double top target in the 88.3 to 90k area, then I'm wondering if the bull market will be over. I still think we might see another retest after that to set up potentially a larger double top, but I was kind of assuming we'd see a rejection back up to the high. And while we've seen quite a decent rally on equities over the last few days, we're struggling here. We're still testing the 200 DMA on the daily chart, and currently at 108 and 308. We were slightly below it at the open yesterday. We're slightly above it now, but we're struggling to hold it. And if we fail and we get through the weekly 50-week MA at about 102, 103, then the way is open to get down to this double top target. Now, that could have some big impacts. Obviously, that would be a sizable retracement on this chart and break some important support levels, but it would have a bigger impact on the other charts. It would also, at the moment, we've been hanging on to support at the weekly middle band on Solana, both Solana and Ethereum, and likely we would lose that. And it would open up some large topping patterns here. Now, I've had a very careful look at this, and this is the topping pattern on Solana. And the problem with this one is if this breaks down with its support currently in the 170 area, not only do we lose the 200 DMA, which has been tested twice and has been holding so far, but we break down with a target if it's reached at a retest of this low here at 95.24. If we see that, then that will give us a big lower high and a big lower low if we go below it. That would deliver a pretty good argument that the bull market on Solana has already finished. Now, we're not quite there yet. We are still holding, obviously, we've got a pretty decent looking rising wedge here. We've got one touch there, two touches there, three touches there, 1, 2, 3. This is nice. If we lose this, then of course that is this pattern, this rising wedge from the April low, which will have gone. And we'll have got, if you can see where I'm going with this, A, B, make a lower low. Could be looking at C here. We can go significantly lower. And I would point out that we've got a double top here, which is broken down and never invalidated because double tops do not invalidate, with the minimum target down here in the 75 area. So we've got a pretty obvious target area where this would go to. And a minimum, maximalist target in about the 42 area. So anyway, I'm just saying, if we start breaking down here on Solana, it's difficult to know where this ends. In terms of Ethereum, we've also got a possible head and shoulders here. I've marked that in here. It is nice. And a sustained break below the neckline in the 3600 area would actually have a target in about the 2050 area. That's a long, long way down. And again, would take us to some big support levels and suggest that the bull market was over. So that was what I was talking about in my post yesterday. And I've been assuming that this support level would hold and rally, and at the moment it's not doing that. Now it could start, but I am thinking that we might be looking at retests of the high on equities and then a larger reversal. If so, then we could break these support levels, and that could say some bad things about where we are likely to go on crypto from here. I would note also, the other thing I brought up in the post yesterday was that this high here, this was in December 2017. This high here, this was in November 2021. So the last two have been in the last two tops have been at the high of the year and 4 years apart. On that basis, the obvious time to be looking for the bull market high, and I've said this a few times before, it is worth repeating, would be, well, about now, in the next couple of months. And so if we are seeing big support breaks in this obvious target area for where this bull market would likely end, well, obviously that is a concern. So we shall see. All right, great. In that case, let's have a quick look at questions. No questions in that case. I think that's a wrap. Everyone take care, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Take care.